Andrew. Still holed up in your room, glued to your games all day. Come on, don't you think it's time to graduate from your NEET lifestyle?
Don't you have anything better to do?
I mean, I figured you'd have time. It's not like you're drowning in job offers or anything. What's on the agenda today? More gaming, more snacks, more sitting in the same sweatpants for the third day straight?
I just got back. I'm trying to relax. Stop bothering me.
Relax. Andrew, your whole life is one long exhale. What exactly are you recovering from? Moving your mouse too much? You're 31 and you're still living off Grandpa's inheritance like it's a scholarship for professional laziness. Do you even realize how pathetic that is? Grandpa left that money out of gratitude for the time you spent helping him, not so you could rot in his old house playing video games and pretending it's some noble cause.
Wow, still bitter you didn't get a slice of the will?
What? That's not what this is about.
Sure it isn't, but come on, let's be real. You always sucked at saving money. You blow your paycheck on outfits, brunch, and overpriced skincare routines. At 25, you've got, what, maybe $200 in savings? And that's on a good day.
I might be impulsive, but at least I'm not jobless and leeching off a dead man's estate.
Not jobless. I freelance. You wouldn't know because all you care about is mocking me.
Freelance? What does that even mean? Selling digital swords to 12-year-olds for Bitcoin?
It means I work, earn money, and pay bills. Unlike you, I don't max out credit cards on handbags.
So what's your annual income, Mr. Freelancer?
Not telling, because I know the second I do, you'll find a way to mooch off it.
So it's zero then. Got it. Thanks for confirming.
Believe whatever you want, but I suggest you focus less on what I make and more on your complete lack of savings.
Cute. You're lecturing me now? The guy who hasn't left the house for 3 weeks is worried about my finances? Come on, Andrew. You haven't even unpacked from when you moved back home 2 years ago.
Whatever. Keep wasting your money. One day you'll need a loan and you'll come crawling to me.
Not a chance. I'd rather ask a loan shark. At least they'd give me a straight answer.
You talk a lot of crap for someone who's one step away from being broke.
And you talk a lot of crap for someone who's allergic to sunlight.
You done?
Not quite. I was thinking maybe you should move out. That way I can take over your room and turn it into a walk-in closet.
Excuse me?
Seriously? My closet is bursting at the seams. I've got nowhere to put my fall collection. Your room would be perfect. Great lighting, nice space. I could even get custom shelves installed.
You're insane.
No, I'm practical. You've had the room for years and done nothing with it except turn it into a man cave for a man with no job. Why not let someone with ambition make use of it?
It's still my room. I'm not going anywhere.
So stubborn. Fine. Be a basement-dwelling dragon guarding a pile of unearned gold. Just don't get in my way when I bring in the measuring tape. I'm serious about the closet thing.
You're ridiculous.
And you're infuriating. You know, Grandpa gave you that money because he trusted you to do something with your life. Not because he thought you'd stagnate and never grow up. You're wasting his last gift to you.
Don't try to guilt-trip me. You didn't even visit him during his last months.
I was away for work. I called every week. Don't pretend you're some saint just because you were here.
He trusted me. That's more than he did with you.
No, he pitied you.
Say that again.
You heard me. He saw a guy who couldn't stand on his own, and he handed you a safety net. You didn't earn that inheritance, Andrew. You were handed it. And now you're sinking into it like quicksand.
You're just jealous.
Hey, Andrew. Let me guess. Another glorious day of doing absolutely nothing? What is it now? Day 1238 of your NEET lifestyle?
I'm working.
Wait, what? You working? Oh, that's rich. Let me guess. You found some part-time gig sweeping floors or flipping burgers? Well, hey, baby steps, right? Still, you're over 30, man. A part-time job at your age? That's rough. If you're going to pretend to be a functioning adult, at least aim for a full-time position. You do want to get married someday, right? Or is that dream as dead as your ambition?
Actually, I'm already in a relationship with someone I plan to marry, so no need to worry about me.
Oh, that's hilarious. You mean your imaginary girlfriend?
What?
Come on, man. With your anime obsession and zero social skills, it's obvious. You probably named your waifu and everything. She lives on your computer screen and tells you she loves you every night, right?
There's nothing wrong with liking anime or games.
Oh? Oh, did I hit a nerve? Let me spell it out for you. You're a burden on society. A grown man playing with cartoon girls and hiding from real life. It's pathetic.
You just declared war on every otaku in the world. You sure you want to go down that road?
Pfft, whatever. If the otaku and NEET army wants to come for me, bring it on. You think I care if I get hate from people who still live with their parents and can't hold down a real job? Please, I sleep just fine at night.
Fine, believe what you want. I actually have work to get back to, so I'm ending this conversation.
Oh, sure. Run along to your job. Just don't get too comfortable making minimum wage. Maybe try actually going to the employment office, yeah? You know, like someone who gives a damn about their future.
I said I'm working. You don't have to like it.
Uh-huh. Well, just so you know, once you finally crawl out of Mom's house, I'm claiming your closet room. I've already got plans for it. Maybe a game room, maybe a walk-in closet. So hurry up and grow a spine already, would you? The world's waiting for you to start contributing.
Hey, Peyton! Was it you? Was it seriously you?
What now?
Don't play dumb. You trashed my room, didn't you? Tell me right now, you did it, didn't you?
Oh, wow, you're back early. Weren't you supposed to come home tomorrow?
My plans changed. I caught an earlier train, but that's not the point. What the hell happened to my trading cards? They've been ripped to shreds, cut into pieces like confetti. My whole collection, gone! Tell me what the hell you were thinking!
Yeah, that's pretty much the reaction I expected. You're so predictable.
You think this is funny? Do you have any idea what you just did? I've been collecting those cards since I was a kid. I've spent years building that collection. Years! And now they're completely destroyed because you decided to do what exactly? Go on some personal crusade?
Okay, calm down. It's not like I burned your childhood diary or something. They were just cards, Andrew. And honestly, they were taking up way too much space in your room. That box was huge. You had it out on the shelf like it was some kind of shrine. I mean, come on, aren't you pushing 30?
That doesn't give you the right to touch anything in my room, let alone destroy it!
Oh, please. Those cards are exactly why you've never grown up. They're a symbol of your refusal to move forward, to take responsibility for your life. I just helped you along a little. Gave you a push, a reality check, if you will.
A push? You really think mutilating my collection was some kind of intervention?
Well, think about it. You've been clinging to those things like a security blanket. And for what? It's just more proof that you're stuck, still living like a middle schooler. I thought maybe if I cut the emotional crutch away, you might finally start walking on your own.
You've got no clue what you're talking about. I'm not stuck. I'm not some lazy deadbeat, and I'm sure as hell not a child. You keep throwing that word around like you know anything about me.
Oh, spare me. You're working a part-time job and acting like it's some great life achievement. Don't kid yourself. Just because you clock in a few hours a week doesn't mean you've joined the real world. You're still at home, still dependent, still hiding from any kind of real pressure.
So you think this is the solution? That destroying something I care about is gonna magically reform me?
Honestly, yeah. Because clearly nothing else was getting through that thick skull of yours. You're like a kid clutching his toys, convinced they define his whole identity. It's sad, and I'm done watching it.
You have no right. You don't get to decide what matters to me or what doesn't. And you sure as hell don't get to destroy what's mine just because you don't like it. That collection, those cards, they weren't just junk. Some of them were rare. Limited edition worth serious money.
Oh, please. You're telling me those little cartoon cards were valuable?
Yes, some of them could have sold for hundreds, even thousands. You didn't just wreck some childish hobby. You destroyed something with real market value. You want to preach responsibility, then start with accountability. You're paying me back every cent.
You're joking, right? You want me to cough up cash for some glorified paper scraps?
They're not paper scraps, they're trading cards. Some are collector's items. People auction these online, Peyton. Some of them have global demand. So yeah, you're paying me back, unless you want this to get legal.
Wow, you're really serious about this.
Dead serious.
All right. If it means you'll shut up about it, fine. I'll pay you back. How much could those kitty cards even be worth anyway? $100?
Try again. Some of the ones you cut were first print rares, foils, mint condition. The binder alone was worth a few grand, conservatively.
You're bluffing.
I'm not. And now because of you, they're worthless, shredded, gone.
Okay, seriously. You're telling me you were sitting on thousands of dollars, and instead of selling them or using them to, I don't know, move out, you kept them in a box in your closet?
Because they weren't just investments, they meant something to me. You don't get it. You never did. You walk around acting like the mature one, but all you ever do is tear people down and call it help.
I was trying to help.
No, you were trying to control. You thought you knew better and you acted without thinking, like always.
So what now? You gonna cry over your precious cards?
No, but I am going to send you the invoice, and I expect you to pay it. All of it. This isn't just about the cards, it's about respect. Something you clearly don't have for me.
Fine. Send your little invoice. I'll take care of it. Just don't expect me to apologize for doing what someone should have done a long time ago.
Don't worry, I'm not expecting anything from you anymore.
Good. Then we're finally on the same page.
You know, the official amount for the compensation on those trading cards finally came in.
Yeah, sure. But before we get into that, I'm billing you for everything I spent on my sweet unemployed brother over the years. That's right, $20,000. You're welcome.
20,000? Where the hell are you pulling that number from?
Let's see. Remember my closet room, the one you turned into your little cave for, I don't know, years? If you'd moved out and started your adult life after graduating college like a normal person, I would have had my space back. I'm taking 8 or 9 years of rent-free freeloading.
And somehow that equals 20 grand?
Exactly. Fair rent for lost space and mental suffering. I should be charging more, honestly.
This is ridiculous.
Start getting your wallet ready because I am collecting.
Fine, then I'm billing you for the destroyed trading cards. $200,000. Pay up.
Excuse me? 200 what?
You heard me. $200,000. No typos, no calculation errors, no exaggerations.
That's robbery.
If anything, I'm being generous.
Why on earth would I owe that much for a bunch of toy paper?
Because in that toy paper, you shredded several cards that individually go for $1,000 each, some even more.
What? 1,000 per card? That can't be real.
A quick Google search will show you. There are cards in that collection that have sold for $500,000. No joke.
$500,000?
You look like you've just seen a ghost. Honestly, I'm enjoying this a little.
But still, those were just flimsy paper things.
Yeah, well, those flimsy pieces of paper are a serious investment in the trading card world. You might not get it, but the collectible market is huge, especially for rare cards.
I didn't know that.
Ignorance doesn't get you a discount. Anyway, like you said, you promised to pay for the damage, didn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't realize how expensive it was going to be.
Still, you said it, and you meant it, right?
I mean, I didn't...
Don't worry, I'll draft a formal invoice and have it delivered. Make sure to get that $200,000 ready. I'll be expecting it.
Andrew, what the hell is this?
So annoying. What now?
Don't you play dumb with me. Mom and Dad are gone.
What?
I just got back to the house and everything's gone. Like, everything. All the furniture, all the photos, their clothes, even the kitchenware. The only stuff left in the house is mine.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, that's all you've got? I get it, you moved out. Fine, I knew you would. But why did Mom and Dad leave too? Why would they move out without even telling me?
Because I moved them. I had them relocate to one of the apartments I manage.
Excuse me? Wait, what? Manage? What do you mean manage an apartment?
I inherited some land and money from Grandpa a few years back. Started out by building a small rental property on it, just a few units at first, testing the waters. Turns out I'm pretty good at it. I've expanded since then. Apartment management's been my primary income ever since.
You've got to be kidding me. You're making money like that? That's not even fair.
Not fair?
That's passive income. You just sit around and the money comes rolling in. You're not even doing a real job. And I'm your sister. Don't I have a right to some of that? Give me half.
And this is exactly why I never told you about it.
Excuse me?
Because I knew you'd respond like this. Entitled, jealous, demanding. You think just being related to someone entitles you to their money?
I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying family helps each other.
Right. Like when I was supporting Mom and Dad entirely on my own, while you spent your days shopping for designer handbags and calling it retail therapy?
That is not what this is about.
No? Then let's get back to the part where you're apparently shocked that Mom and Dad left the house. You want to know why they didn't say anything? Because there was nothing left to say. You were mooching off them and me without even realizing it.
What are you even talking about?
You really didn't know. Wow.
Know what?
You think Mom and Dad were just lounging around retired and relaxed? They're both dealing with chronic health issues they haven't been able to work for years.
Wait, what?
I've been the one covering their living expenses for a long time now. Groceries, medical bills, utilities, everything.
But no one told me that.
You never asked. And instead of contributing, what did you do? The minute I moved out, you turned my old room into your walk-in closet like you'd been waiting for it. And then you went on a spending spree. New shoes, new purses, designer clothes. And when you blew through your bank account, you had the nerve to ask Mom and Dad for $1,000 because you were a little short for the month?
I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
That's the problem. You don't think. So I sat down with Mom and Dad and we made a decision together.
What kind of decision?
We're selling the house.
What?
You heard me. The house is going on the market. Mom and Dad are already settled into one of my properties where I can manage their care and finances directly.
You're selling our house? Our childhood home without even telling me first?
You don't get a say. You don't contribute. You don't help. You only drain.
But I'm still living here.
Not for long. You've got until the end of the month to pack your things and leave.
You can't be serious.
I'm dead serious, and in the meantime, you should focus on repaying the $200,000 in damages for the trading cards you destroyed.
You're still holding that over my head? You can't really expect me to...
You said you'd compensate me. You promised. And now that you know those cards had serious value, I expect you to follow through.
But I didn't know. I thought they were just old junk. You had them all stuffed in a drawer like you didn't even care.
Ignorance isn't a free pass. Those cards were insured. I had them appraised. I even had individual rare ones cataloged. You're lucky I'm not pressing criminal charges. This is me being generous.
This is unreal.
Is it? Or is this just the first time you're being forced to take responsibility for something in your life?
You're my brother. How can you do this to me?
Because I've spent the last decade cleaning up behind you, covering your mistakes, and watching you act like the world owes you something just for existing. Because I finally got tired of being the safety net for someone who refuses to learn how to stand on her own. Because Mom and Dad deserve better than to be used like walking ATMs while their daughter hoards shoes and acts like a queen.
You're making me sound like a monster.
You made your choices. You shut your eyes and ears to everything you didn't want to deal with. This isn't punishment. This is reality catching up to you.
So that's it? You're just done with me?
No. I'm giving you a shot at fixing your own life. Get a job, pay your debt, find a place to live, learn how to be accountable. And maybe, just maybe, in time, you'll understand why this had to happen.
Andrew.
Take care of yourself, this time for real. Goodbye. And so, without informing my sister of our destination, my parents and I quietly packed up and moved away. It was a clean break and, honestly, a necessary one. My parents are completely on my side. They've seen firsthand how my sister continuously begs for money without making any effort to explain why she can't work, let alone take responsibility for her own life. In contrast, I've been taking care of them, making sure they're comfortable, helping with daily needs, and ensuring they feel safe and supported. Naturally, they chose to be with me. In fact, they often thank me with heartfelt words, always telling me how grateful they are. This arrangement will continue for about 2 more years until their pension kicks in and they regain a bit more independence. Meanwhile, my sister ended up moving into the company dorm at her workplace, but because she lost her beloved walk-in closet, her mountain of personal belongings has taken over her small room. It's reportedly so cluttered that there's barely any room to walk. Apparently, other employees have started complaining, and it's gotten to the point where her hoarding is affecting her performance at work. It's only a matter of time before she gets fired. Even so, I'll make sure she pays back every cent of the $200,000 she owes, regardless of how long it takes. Actions have consequences, and this is one debt she won't escape. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.